your hormones are being regulated. You're getting information from the outside world and the inside world, and then stimulating hormones are going out to the endocrine glands. From the endocrine glands, we're going to release hormones into the bloodstream for specific hormone receptors. Now, these target cells, which you'll see right here, the more receptors on those target cells, the more sensitive they will be to that hormone. Now, for example, one of my favorite hormones to look at and support is the thyroid hormone. It's also known as T3. So your thyroid gets a message, sends out thyroid hormone to the rest of the body through the bloodstream, and then it has an impact on those target receptor sites to elicit metabolic changes in all of those cells, and even at times genetic expression. Now, while all cells are exposed to hormones, only the ones that have receptor sites are actually going to be the ones who take on that response and potentially even make that genetic expression change. Now, what's super important, and why I'm telling you this, is that your endocrine system is very intricate, and it's very interconnected, which means that when one hormone is impacted for whatever reason, other hormones are affected too. Now, if you suspect that your hormones are deregulated, I have an important question that I want you to ask yourself, and most particularly, ask your practitioner. It's a question we don't ask enough, and that is, what caused the hormone imbalance in the first place? What's really important, because your hormones, they don't just go out of balance. Something has to cause them to go out of balance. And what I want to do is I want to tell you what they are. In my research and in practice, I have discovered that there's about 6 major root causes for hormone balance. And I also want you to know that these root causes don't just cause hormone issues, they cause other issues in the body as well. Your hormones just happen to be the first ones to throw up the white flag. They're usually the first indicators that something is wrong in the body, so always listen. So here we go. The list is environmental toxins and heavy metals, chronic stress through the HPA axis, we call that HPA axis dysfunction, trauma, and it can be big trauma, it can be little trauma. We know trauma manifests. Hidden infections like mold, parasites, Lyme, viruses, bacteria, nutrient deficiencies, and leaky gut syndrome or gut dysbiosis. And I know that Dr. Hill spent a lot of time yesterday giving us some powerful gut protocols. Now, what's important here is that once you know what the root cause is, that first step to solving your hormonal imbalance is having a strong foundation. This is everything. And you know what makes this so incredible is that you can do it. You can do it literally in your own home. One of the biggest reasons why I love doTERRA is the importance that they place on a wellness lifestyle rooted in healthy habits. All of doTERRA's products are designed to do that. And when we look at doTERRA's wellness pyramid, we see these 4 important pillars. Number 1 being eating right. I cannot tell you, I can't emphasize enough how important that eating right is for your hormones. Either you're eating towards hormonal imbalance or you're eating towards hormonal balance. So what I want you to focus on is a lot of plants, a lot of fiber, a lot of healthy fats, a lot of lean proteins. I recommend a pound of veggies every single day and at least 7 servings of vegetables. Now I also recommend power supplementation because you need to fill in the nutrient gaps that you may not even know you have at this moment. So it's no surprise that I am in love with doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack. This trio delivers, especially if you are consistent in filling in those nutrient gaps. Then we've got exercise. Now exercise, well, motion is life. And when it comes to exercise, not only is it helping with stress, emotional well-being, cardiovascular health, bones, and brain support, it also boosts those happy neurotransmitters. And let me tell you, you are getting plenty of it this week by walking around all over the place during convention. Next, we've got rest and stress management. Now, I just want to stress the importance because stress is what gets us in trouble in the first place. Definitely is what got me in trouble. So I want to speak a little bit more to that in just a moment, but I just want you to know that self-care is a major part of that conversation. And then last is reducing our toxic load. We live in a chemical modern world, and we're exposed to endocrine disruptors every single day in our water, in our food, in our cleaning supplies, and everywhere we look. I have a feeling that a lot of you got on a plane to get here, you were exposed to toxins on that flight. It's just the way it is. Now, one of the most important things that I want to tell you to reduce your toxic load is avoidance. Avoidance, avoidance, avoidance. Because when you can keep your toxic chemicals out of your body, it's much easier to manage them. doTERRA does a great job of providing products for that as well. So now that I have given you foundation, I want to dive into